Victims are beat down before they're ever beat up. These are things we have to talk about. We have to talk about the dirty, shitty things. We have to open up the wounds. We have to talk about the ugly side of Asian American culture and upbringing. I never learned how to have boundaries in my personal relationships, in my friendships, in my romantic relationships. So boundaries are something I had to learn later in life because of my emotionally abusive upbringing and the gaslighting that I experienced growing up is probably how I fell into a domestic violence situation with my first husband. The Filipino way is not to stand out. The Filipino way is not to blaze your own trail. The Filipino way is not to be outspoken. Because she's Filipino and she doesn't have boundaries, she didn't think that I was serious. And also because I'm her child, I'm not allowed to give her rules. In their eyes, me quitting my job to stay home, I was being a failure. I was being a nothing. I was being useless. My mother, who wasn't even part of the conversation, comes in and says, see, we don't know why your husband stays with you. Because first generation Filipino American parents don't understand boundaries. What she did was reach into her arsenal on what she thought was the most hurtful thing she could say to me so that she could win the argument. And for the record, in the 41 years of my life, my mother has never apologized to me for fucking anything. For anything. Oh, I want my mom. I hate that I don't have the kind of relationship with my mother that other fucking people have with their mother. I will go through all that, and she's not willing. She can't even apologize to me, Ariel. I suffered a lot of people taking advantage of me. I suffered a lot of emotional and physical abuse because I never learned boundaries. Because my parents never taught me boundaries, because I was never given boundaries. I was told I was not allowed to have boundaries. So leaving you with boundaries are good and healthy. Therapy can literally be a lifesaver, and letting you know that your mental health is as important as your physical health. Those are the three things that I want to leave.
To learn more, share your story, or join our campaign, please go to our website, theemotionalabusediscussion.com. We are also on social media at EA Discussion and the Emotional Abuse Discussion on Instagram.